Klawndyke, everything's fine. Morning with Klawndyke, everything's fine. Layouts sprawling, stories to unfold. Metal giants, new and old. Scale detail, G-scale night, steam whistle echoes through the morning light. Trains on tracks, engines roar, steam whistle blowing, always want more. Building dreams one module at a time.
My intro. Good morning, guys. You know what? I just redid this whole intro, and for some reason it didn't kick off like it's supposed to. You know what? I gotta play this because it is different. Oh, let's booger this one up. I boogered it up, guys. My apologies. Can I kill it? Can I kill it? There we go. Oh, shoot. Well, starting the day off right. How we doing, guys? Hopefully everyone's doing wonderful this morning. A little hiccup this morning on the intro. Hey, gets me in a couple minutes early, right? Oh, let's see who we have on. Good morning. How are we doing this morning from the UK? Hey, hope everything's great across the pond. All right, Troy, I'm going to leave yours for the last year. Good morning. How you doing this morning, Dennis? Rick, good morning, sir. Mr. Olson, always good to see you. Oh, you went to the I can't even spit it out. NMRA. Dude, I hope you got some pictures or videos or anything you could share, even on YouTube. I love checking that out. That's what I love about lives. You know, you get what you get. If I mess up, you guys get to see it. So, you know what? Lives are kind of fun in their own way. I could, you know, the videos, I suck at making videos. You got to go in and edit everything. But the thing about live is you get everything. On videos, you get to crop out all your mistakes and make it look perfect. We know we're not all perfect. I know I'm not. I like to think I am, but you know how that is. Mr. Myers, Robert, good morning, sir. Andrew, sir, good morning. How you doing, sir? Hope everything is going good. Paul, good to see you this morning. By the way, guys, if you don't know, Paul does a live. Check out his channel. Good guy. He's working on Freemo, if I'm correct. Let's see. Oh. Well, I'm pretty sure your wife doesn't watch, so we're all good. The Thing. Should I talk about The Thing? Let me know if I can talk about The Thing. It's a good thing. I can say that. It is a good thing. Oh, you get to do train work and apply to new jobs instead. Oh. Taking the week off? Hey, that's kind of cool. It gives you a chance to do some train goodies. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Paul, if I'm right, you're a moderator. No Rick rolls, but toss a link to your YouTube channel in the chat. And we're gonna, you know what? We're gonna get to Troy. Good morning, sir. It is so nice to see you on here. You know, yesterday did start out great. Dude, you're gonna love that. As everyone knows, that one of the best little, in my opinion, one of the best little printers, affordable printers, is the Algu Centauri Carbon. Matter of fact, I have a little project here that I did on it. And Troy, you're gonna love that little printer. It's a great little printer. I say little, it's the same size as Actually, it's the same size as the Bamboo A1 or any of the Bamboo, like the TS1s and stuff. Way cheaper. Same size as the Elegoo, the 3. Hey, check it out. There we go. Oops. I kind of blocked out. I gotta get my right and left right. We missed the excursion. That was cool to see though this morning. It was a little early. But yeah, you know what? I grew up. I guess you call me a Gen X or whatever. I grew up with Ozzy Osbourne, and Ozzy sadly has passed away. For some, I know music isn't your thing, but for me, it's what I grew up with, and Ozzy was part of the rock era, and a lot of his music touches home. So yeah, it was a sad day to hear. I mean, life goes on, and like you say, whoops, like you say, but today is a new day. Amen for that. And we're all here today. That is the coolest thing. That is the coolest thing. So yeah, sometime today, throw on a little Ozzy. My favorite one is "Mama, I'm Coming Home." So that was a good. It was cool to see him in his last concert. So what else can I say on that one? Yeah, gonna miss him. But on that note, we've got a bright new day with some really cool stuff. It's going to be a mix of a little bit of everything. We talked briefly on this guy. Yeah, let me pull back. Let's see. Where's my front cam? There we go. We got this guy. This is a 3-bay hopper. This is all 3D printed, and this is just a primer coat on it. But you know what? I'm going to leave the primer coat because I love the coloring. And Andrew let me borrow one of his cars. Now this is an Aristo, if I remember right. It's a beautiful model. But the coolest thing is, let's see if I can do this. You put these two side by side. I mean, they are almost identical. I would say he used this as a guide, but it's not identical, but pretty dang close. And I think he did a wonderful job on this model. And I did put a link down below to the file. I believe it's in Thingiverse. It's a free download. This gentleman also does some other models that you can purchase. I believe they're on Colts. But yeah, definitely check it out. If you're into G scale, I think you probably scale it down too. Let me do my phone here. Is that gonna work? Kind of close, but I wanted to give you an up close and personal shot here. And it just is so nice. So this has been the project that we've been working on. But isn't that cool? I gotta love this model. And I'm in the process of printing more. Now I did another one. But the cool thing is when you get this and you download the model, this is just two pieces. So it's a 2-bay hopper. Oh, my printer's going off. I hope you don't. Can you guys hear that printer? Hopefully not. If so, I can shut the fan out. But yeah, my goal is to get maybe a dozen of these. And that is the cool thing about 3D printing these is it cuts the cost. I'd say a third of the cost by the time you're done. I think the most expensive part's your wheels. Now myself, I'll be using metal wheels. This way I can run it on our club layout. But you can put the plastic wheels on if you can run it on your own layout or you be you. But yeah, I'm really, really liking this model. It's well done. The rivets and everything. Let me show you the white one. Let's see the sides. But this is done on the Elegoo Centauri. And it's just that little printer, it's just phenomenal. And this is Pet G. But yeah, I am loving this model. I'm so glad he shared it. Let's get to, yeah, he's a good guy. Little bizarre, but his music was awesome. And you know, there's music out there. I love the song. I love the meaning. I'm not a fan of the artist, but it doesn't stop me from listening to the music. And yes, we definitely lost a legend. Yeah, the tube is just, I'm loving it. It's just, he knocked it out of the park with this model. You know, he's got some hours involved into this one. Oh, we'll look good behind the climax. That reminds me. Jack in the shop is here. Good morning, sir. Things are going to change behind me. Let's do this. You know what I haven't done? I haven't raised my cup to you guys. Good morning, little Folgers. As you can tell, I've already had a couple of cups. My body's buzzing. My mind today is actually kind of awake. Good stuff. Good stuff. I hope everyone's having a wonderful morning this morning. If not, grab you a cup of Joe. All right. Yeah, I'm loving this one. So check it out. Check out the link down below if you're thinking about getting into G-Scale and you have a printer. If anything, print one off just for the fun of it. And then tell him I sent you. Definitely tell him I sent you. Because he's got some other models I want to try. But my budget's a little tight right now. So hopefully we can work something out and have some fun. The best part of waking up. Yes, sir. I agree 100%. Oh yeah. Now, one thing we noticed, like on the Aristo, they're actually sprung. I don't know if you can see it, but these are actually sprung. Now, the ones that I've done for the model, oops, there we go. I mean, even the doors are nicely done. But these are going to be ones where pretty much, well, I guess I could drill it out and do something. But for the first ones, I'm just going to go ahead and glue these on, and then I don't know. I'll probably leave a few cars empty. But I like the idea of having a coal load. It looks really good. Oops. Oh lordy, let's see here. We have 14. Thumbs up. Now I did get a couple goodies since last time we spoke. As a matter of fact, I have a box. We're gonna do a little opening this morning. Before we get into the other goodies. So let me transition here. I figured out my focusing issue. Look at that, it focuses finally. For some reason, the camera went on lock focus. So it was always locked. Let's see what we got in this box today. Yeah, this one. Packaged a little different. You know, that's always a challenge, is shipping stuff and packaging. This could be good or this could be bad. Oh. That's a box in a box. I love this little knife. My nephew gave that to me. That was kind of cool. Oh wow, this is really sealed up. Where's the... It's like a puzzle to get it open. Can you guys hear that printer going? Or is it quiet enough? Check this out. Another card for the collection. Oh yeah, that focus is nice now. You know, micro trains, I love micro trains. I think they do an extremely nice job on their cars. And what would you do for a Klawndyke bar? Let's pull it out of the box here. Maybe. Well, the original packaging is all there. Everything looks to be in order. So I'm assuming, let's see here. It's not loud. In other words, you guys can hear it. It's right here. I mean, literally, it's right here. And every now those big fans kick on, but it is what it is. I could always pause it. I almost had a catastrophe. I'm printing off some new brackets. Behind my desk, if you've seen my other lives, like when I'm with R Ballard Designs, Ryan, with Making It Up As We Go, usually I'm at my desk, and behind me you'd see all the spools. Well, I printed that with PLA, which isn't bad, but where I messed up was normally I'd go in and I'd change my layers, and I would change it up to 4, 6, or 8 outside layers for strength, and then increase the infill. Like these, they're 8 layers, so it's gonna literally 8 layers around and 50% infill. And these are PETG, so these should last quite a while. And I'm also putting one extra one up in the center. So that's actually what's printing on here today. But yeah, my daughter and I came down and we're going to run a print, and we both looked up at the same time, and it's just hanging about ready to come crashing down. The bad thing is you're looking at 2 kilos and there's over 20 rolls there. That's a lot of weight to be hitting on the top of the printers. But the good thing is we caught it in time. Almost pulled a Jerry. 3D HP. Let's see. Oh, it would be a pain to unwrap. But you know what? That's very true. Got to have the full sky, or the full scale, the full size, 1-to-1. Hey, look, I guess we didn't miss it today. So it must make a couple runs. It must start early. Yeah. Very true. I just caught it. I love it. I was running the other camera, and I just had to come back and see if they're going to be running this morning. And he pulled a little further forward than normal, but there's his engine. It's so cool to watch this. Good morning. Good morning. Mr. Gatton, how you doing this morning? Hopefully you figured that out. I noticed your motor was running just a wee bit hot. So hopefully you got that one figured out. That one I'm kind of curious to know. Yeah, Mr. Gatton had a faulty switch and got that switched out and found another little thing, but hopefully it's all good this morning. If not, it's a new day to, hopefully it's cooler in your shop too. Oh, you lost the driver. Hopefully you have another one. Yeah, I did the same this morning. Did the same. Good morning, Steve. How you doing this morning? It's always good to see you. Gotta work. I get it. I get it. Thank you for stopping by. Matter of fact, I got a little. I'm sharing something of yours today. Let's see. Where am I at? So we got that unboxed. Okay, this up here, I've been waiting for pieces. This is going away. The circus train. This is good and bad. Bad for here because we will no longer see these cars up here. This will get switched out. But the good is you can see it in person. I'll be taking it this weekend to the Des Moines G-Scale Garden Railway Club in Merle Hay Mall. If you're ever in Des Moines, stop by, say hi. It's Seegers, which is the Iowa Garden Railway. But I've been wanting to run it, and I've been slowly adding cars, and I got a new one. This one I haven't seen much of, and I told myself if I saw it, I'd get it. Check this out. And I love the blue. Oh, did I go right? Yeah, there we go. Look at that steamer. That's beautiful. That is so nice. But let's see if I can get a close up on this one. There you go. Love the mirrors on it. Whoever put this on here actually did a good job on attaching the wheels to the chassis. But this will be fun to pull around. The only thing I have to do is they are plastic wheels, so I'll have to change those out. But I love the yellow flat on this one, because in my other ones I have red, 2 whites, and what do I have up here? I have another white up on top. So I think I'm up to 11 cars right now. But this is a beautiful setup, and it wasn't that expensive. So I'm one of those guys. I go on to eBay every other day just to see what's out there, trying to find that one unique piece. And this is the first time I've seen this one up at an affordable price. So I went ahead and grabbed it, and I'm glad I did. But this is like their storage car or storage wagon. So this is a cool find. And again, I'll have, if everything goes right, I'll have that at Seegers this Sunday. And then last but not least, I have to say thank you, Mark Herzog. Look at this beautiful engine. Where'd my little cheat sheet go? I lost my cheat sheet. It's a UB 5. It's a U25. Today seems to be mostly big stuff. But I saw the engine, and I love Santa Fe. There's a lot to Santa Fe in my life, things that have happened. so it just sticks in my mind. So I think for me, it's got to be Santa Fe, BNSF. But right now, it's just a regular DC engine, but it's got a place for sound. So we're going to go ahead and add sound to this eventually. And who knows, this might even be the train to pull my circus train around with. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I will get videos of it. But yeah, isn't that really nice? And then for the layout outside, I have good news. Well, of course, we know the bad news is my tiller broke. I've been waiting for parts. But I found the part and I got it ordered, and hopefully it's here this week. So this week we can level out the ground and start working on the garden railway. Oh, well, good morning, Mark. It's good to see you on here, sir. And thank you so much for refining that for me. That is, dude, that's so cool. Thank you. Oh, Ollie and the guys will be here. Wonderful. Yeah, the rest is I have the original setup in a box. It's in the big box, so it's going to be hard to show. I'm not going to go ahead and show it tonight. And then I have a few cars. I have some animal cars, more like more like these guys here. I've got a couple of those, a couple more flats with some tigers and lions and bears. Oh my! Awesome, awesome, awesome! It is a good day today. It is a good day. Mm. Oh, nothing beats a good warm cup of coffee. All right. Let's see. Have I missed anything on the table today? I think I got all that stuff. I didn't show this stuff. This is part of the print. There's your brake air tank. It's nice when it focuses. And this one, see, I don't even really, you can kind of see the lines, but not bad. That Centauri carbon, it's a nice little printer. It just blows me out of the water. A $300 printer that can just knock stuff out of the park. Let's see. Where's my brake? Where's my part of my brake wheel? I just need to print the brake wheel. Now that I will resin print. And this is the coolest thing that he offers with this. It's a jig. So you can bend your own wires to get some piano wire. And they're each numbered. And he tells you which one to use for what part of the train. That is a really cool tool. It's nice to see, like, guys are thinking ahead of time. Oh, and there she goes. I would love to make it up there one day. Actually, we have one not too far. It's in Boone, Iowa. And there's a nice museum there. Sometime this summer, I would love to get up there. Let's see. Oh, this will be nice. The AMS. I don't know what they're going to call it. Each company calls it something different, but the AMS is supposed to be out for the carbon. Now, if you don't know what an AMS is, it's multiple materials, like a Bamboo Lab. Their printers, they can do like 4 different colors. I do have the Bamboo A1. It's the combo, so it has a small AMS on it. It is a nice printer. I love the printer. I'm not a fan of the company. It's like the music, you know. I love the music, but I might not be a fan of the individual. I love the printer. I'm not a fan of the company. But for the money, you can't go wrong with that Elegoo interior carbon. The only downfall is you have to wait. I think it's like a month and a half to 2 months wait. But still. Oh, I agree. I agree. I was hoping to have my garden railway done by now, or at least started. But things happen. Let's get on to. Let's share some videos here. Let's see if I can get this set up right. YouTube, it's working. We're doing good today. Okay, I've been following this gentleman for a while, and he's been working on his railway. This is 7. It's so fun to watch progress and get ideas and inspiration. I love his loops on this one. It's sweet and simple, but it's Suko's Hobbies, and he's been renovating this little layout. It was too steep for an incline, so he's leveled it all out. I love how his storage is underneath the house, so it keeps it out of the weather. Plus, it's enclosed, so it really keeps it out of the weather. Now, the links for all these videos are down below. And go check him out. You know, tell him I sent you. Tell him I said hi. I love the work that he's doing. Gives me a little inspiration or more inspiration. Let's see if he shows his storage. I like how he's got it set up on 2 levels. It's a little bit higher. Oh, he's closed off the storage area in the back. But definitely check out Suko's Hobbies. Now, like Andrew, myself, Andrew picked up, he got the small diode laser. He's been having fun with it. I think between the printers and the lasers and the affordability of them now, it's almost like there's no excuse. You know, if you don't have the space, I totally understand. But if you have a little work area, you know, the size of a 6-foot table, you could do a nice little laser and a 3D printer, a beautiful little work area, and have space in between them to actually work. Let's see if I got this right. Oops, I didn't. There we go. We're going to Steve's video. Steve, you are awesome, dude. If you ever have any questions about lasers or CNCs, definitely check out Steve's channel. And on this one, he gives you a total walkthrough. You know, versus building versus buying a diode laser enclosure. But it also puts it in the laser realm. If you're like me, you're going to want an enclosure for your laser. Hint, by the way, Andrew. I know you were working on one. I don't know if you finished it. Look how nice that is. So when you get your laser and you're looking at it thinking, okay, it's going to put a lot of smoke out, definitely do something like this. And if you have questions about lasers, definitely check out Steve's channel. And then on Sunday night, Steve and Dave, they do a 2-hour live. And the coolest thing is, and they're pretty much like me, the dumb question is the question you do not ask. It might seem, you know, in your mind sound like a dumb question, but it's not. It's if you don't ask it. That's the dumb question to me. So if you have any questions pertaining to lasers, especially with Steve, he knows way more about the new stuff that's out there. I have 2 big machines and I love them. I manufacture with those. The nice thing is when I want to do my own little hobby things or projects, I have those machines on hand. But if you don't have a big machine, you can go with the Diode. I mean, look at the flat cars Andrew did, the decks and the box. I mean, really cool stuff. So definitely check out Steve's channel. You know, if you have questions or if you're thinking about getting into lasers, he has all kind. He does the fiber lasers. He has a CO2. Boy, that stuff is noisy. And one of the coolest things that he has that I'd love to get my hands on is that UV printer. I want one of those. All right. Now, you know when you guys make something, how can that this does not sound right. One of the biggest things is doing the roads. Okay, road beds for me. I don't like the look of it. You take a cardstock and you set it on there and it's just flat. There's nothing, no character. It doesn't have any true character. But this is awesome. I've shown some of these videos. This is the Milwaukee Roads Des Moines subdivision in HO. I've shown 3 or 4, I believe, already. But when I saw this yesterday, I was blown out of the water. When he walks through and he talks about it's like 95 cents for a square of foam. It's Hobby Lobby, I believe is where you picked it up from. Nice thing is we have one. I just have one right down the street from me. And he walks through and he explains how he does it. But the final, when he's done, I mean, check this out. That looks like concrete. And you get the nice little bumps and stuff like when you go over the track. It's not perfect, but yet it looks awesome. It looks prototypical or pretty close to it. Let's see. I love how he runs his trains. I'd love to see this layout in person. Let's see. Now check this out. This is foam. Look at that roadway. It's so simple. You know, I've been straining my brain how to do it. You know, I'd see plaster. Some guys would use plaster. Now, don't get me wrong. They look great. But for simplicity, I am loving the idea of using the foam. And again, links are down below. Go check him out. Subscribe to his channel. Subscribe to all these channels if you haven't. Share a little love. But yeah, definitely check this out. I love the concept of using foam. It's so forgiving from what I see. This is maybe train enthusiast. And on this video, it's all storage, you know, and that's the biggest thing. G is G is kind of unique in the size and storage for G, but for your N scale and your HO, he gives a lot of good ideas on how to store your train, your engines, your cars. And I think that's the biggest thing, trying to go from point A to point B without damaging your cars, especially if you have a prize car and you don't want to damage and you don't feel like toting all these around. He's got some great ideas. I was thinking about picking up some of the boxes. There we go. Hey, these guys, and they're also on Amazon. But it makes going to a club or to a show or anything of that nature so much easier. And you can pull your stuff out and have it ready a lot faster versus, fighting these little jewel cases. I mean, these are great, don't get me wrong. These are the ones I want to get my hands on, and these are available on Amazon. But yeah, let's go back to that one. And they're not too bad. You can buy a single box, or you can buy a bulk of, I think they have up to 5. Oops. But what I'm liking on these, and I'm thinking about getting a few of these and then designing up, like using 1/2-inch ply to have a carry case, so everything is protected within that case. But first I need to get a handful of these. And again, links are down below for the videos. A lot of good ideas. A lot of good ideas. And look at this engine. Oops. This layout is just, I'm jealous. All right, let's see. Oh, awesome. Mr. Sawyer received the hitch. Yes, Mr. Sawyer won the hitch, what, a couple weeks ago on our last giveaway. I'm glad you got it. Hope you love it. I thought it was really cool. You got lucky it didn't fit my car. Yeah, I think it's a smart way on storing your cars, especially the foam boxes. They don't look too expensive. If I remember right, it's what are they, like under 20 bucks a box? And if you think about it, it's worth, saving your cars and your engines, and best to be safe than sorry. Look at that Amtrak. And this is our last video of the day. This is Chuck. Hey Chuck, haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing good. He did a single, and it was the entrance to Jurassic Park. And it turned out phenomenal. I loved it. I loved it. This is the other thing I love about, T-Track modules, is if you want, you don't have to do your whole empire. You can do just a module as a scene, as a diorama. And if you want to bring them all together, you can. I'm going to do half of mine is I want to set it up for like a switching puzzle, and then the rest will be kind of fun with a few businesses on the layout. But take a guess on, well, does it say in here? I think it does. If you don't know for sure, take a guess on what you think this is going to be without looking. I will say it's done on the triple canyon module. This is the 6-inch drop. Any guesses? Yeah. Whoops. Good morning, Al. Well, it is going to be a waterfall, but it's themed after a movie. I agree. I highly agree. I think he's in Pennsylvania. Bet you he's not too far from you guys. Wish I was closer. I need to hit the lottery and just, have a major road trip. That would be a kick in the pants. Oh, let's see. Just got lucky. Actually, this is um, I think he talks about it, so I can talk about this. Some things I have to be careful because I talked to an individual that's working on a module and they want a surprise. This one I do believe he does tell you what it is. The scene where the helicopter comes flying into the canyon and it goes down and lands in Jurassic Park. This is that scene. He's like literally recreating that. So I can't wait to see it when it's finished. This is part 3. So I'm going to say he's probably got 2 more videos on this one. So again, link down below. If you're not subscribed to Chuck's channel, do so. He's a really cool guy. He's like me. We're not professionals at this. We're just having fun. You haven't watched Jurassic Park? No. Who hasn't? I think that's the original Jurassic is kind of a classic. Some of the remakes or the different ones I'm not a fan of. I love the original. Let's see. What else do we have on here? Oh, today's show is sponsored, by the way. I didn't get a chance to say that at the beginning, but here is our sponsor. And again, link is down below for this. If you are into T-Track modules or dioramas, check out Klawndykes. This is at Klawndyke.com. If you're just getting started and you want to kind of, instead of buying one module at a time, you can get a whole starter set. And if you need track for that starter set, I also carry the A1 Starter Kit Track Pack. This comes with all the track needed along with your electrical connections. If you do not have a power supply, I also do have a few power supplies available with the power pack. I always love this one. This is the Kraken. This is done by Pie Valley Railroad. Excuse me, on one of the double bridge modules. Phenomenal job. Yeah, definitely go check this guy out. He seems to be really cool. And the one thing I know for a fact that he strives on, and he probably goes overboard on, is customer service. Let's see here. We can go to T-Track modules. Somebody was asking if I had my doubles are back in stock. There's the kit. I do have, this is fun. I like the bridges, the arch bridge. It's a double and I have a single. This is my number one seller is the double. There's the Canyon. This is the one that Chuck is working on. I have a picture of my son literally sitting on this one. It is extremely strong. But that was today's sponsor. And then last but not least, if you're thinking about printing this is done by 512 Designs. The link is in the description for this one again. But yeah, I think he did a wonderful job on this. A beautiful model. Even the rivets. I mean, he made a point to make sure all the rivets are on there. And Andrea and myself, we were looking at this guy versus the Aristo. And the rivets are almost, they're not the same, but they're pretty dang close. So I'm almost curious to know if you're a rivet counter, I'm curious to know if the Aristo has the proper rivets. Because if so, that means this 3D print also has proper rivets. All right. Well, we blasted through that pretty quick. Oh, it is all good. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell with that one. I mean, because I bet when he's almost finished or close to it, when he starts adding the paint and the helicopter, I'm pretty sure it'll probably stand out. If I'm right, believe it or not, the crossover itself, if you're using the crossover, I want to say it's literally that's it. You don't need any. And what I'm doing is I'm actually getting up to take a peek. I'm 99% sure. Yeah, if you get the crossover, you don't need to get anything else. That crossover will fit on a single module perfect. Let's see. See, I agree. The first Jurassic Park was awesome. I loved it. I love the characters, the actors. They all did well. The second and third were okay. Well, awesome. And if he does accept, have him get a hold of me. I'll take care of the module on that one. Oh, on the single? I'm curious. I think the single is the same. I'd have to go look. So if you use a right or a left crossover, right? Would that be right? Yeah. Next week, I'm going to try to get some. You know what? Nobody's really seen my layout, and it's kind of a mess. But I think you guys think I should share a little bit of my layout with you. John, how you doing this morning? Good morning, or at least good morning here. All right, you know what we're gonna do? I've been, how can I say this? A little embarrassed because it's not all done. That's I have so many irons in the fire. It's hard just to stop and do one thing. So it's nice. I'll come in and I'll do a little bit here and a little bit there, but then I've got to run back out to the shop or take care of something. I've got like at least 8 things going at one shot or one time. Oh, okay. Here we go. Let's switch over. We're going to go to phone 1. Okay, let's see if I got my screen on. Yeah, there's my mess. That's okay. Here we go. Whoop. There's my aqueduct. Oops, let me set this down here. And one of the main reasons why I did this, if you like this aqueduct kit, this is all 3D printed, and then this is just laser cut 1/8 inch MDF, and I shaped the edges of it. Now I lived in Long Beach, California for a while, and this literally the LA River was 2 blocks from me. And as a kid, used to ride the bicycles and skateboards down the side. So it always stuck in my mind. It was an interesting time of my life. So I took my double bridge and did the aqueduct. And I still got a lot of work to do on it, but slowly but surely. And then, excuse this, we'll come into my corner. And I'm just using standard corners because my whole thing is to fit everything on just a folding table. Now this module, I have to say thank you so much, Ed. Eddie sent this module to me. And I love the colors on it. Kind of reminds me of Pennsylvania in the fall. And then I was playing around with another bridge. As you can see, it's a little messy. And it's not quite lit up. Can I turn on my light? Let's see if I can turn on some light. Hey, a little light. So this one's also a work in progress. So I'll show those. And then my mess. Here's where it becomes a mess. There's all my Sue, some engines. This is why I need to get some of those cardboard boxes so I can store these a lot better than what they are. It's almost a sin putting these on there. One of these blew up on me. The motor runs, but the engine does not move. I'm so sad about that. It is what it is. This is a beautiful little runner here. But yeah, I'll show more as time goes on. There's a little tour of, I think it's the first time I've shown anybody that on the live. Yeah. I know, I'm just an average kind of guy. But yeah, it's in the works. And I guess it'll always be in the works. That's the cool thing about having T-track modules, is if you do something and you want to update it, or you want to add something else to it, you can literally pull that module out and put another module in. Oh, let's see, where am I showing? There we go. Thank you. I'm happy with it. I am really, really happy. Yes, that is Eddie's corner. It was cool to see that it arrived in one piece. And it goes right along with the other one. I love it. Oh. Okay, how about, let me rephrase it. It's cluttered. Like a lot of clutter. Okay. So you'll have to add a nice little shorty, which isn't too hard to do. And I also have the, what do they call them? Quarters. It's quarter halves and fulls for your lengths. And then I also have the adjustable ones too. So let's say you're doing a T junction, a T-track junction. On the top, you'll have to add one of those adjustables, but they seem to work very well. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Trains and tech. Hopefully this Friday we're going to be doing that. Friday night, 6 o'clock, I believe. But we've been working on Andrew and myself being able to get together. If Andrew's not here, we've got his computer set up to connect properly. So we'll hopefully give that a test one way or another. So keep an eye out for Trains and Tech. Well, the nice thing is we're down in the dungeon, and every once in a while water creeps in, so carpet is totally out. Luckily, it's not bad. I get a little water that comes in off the stoop. But this time, I'm looking back here because this is where it usually comes in. One of my gutters pulled away from the wall, and it was hitting the side of the house just right and came in. I fixed that gutter, and it's no water, and we had some really torrential rainfall here. Let's see. Do I? I will send you some. I definitely would send you some. Send me an email at youtube@klawndyke.com. That's youtube@klawndyke.com. And I will get you out one of these. I gotta make some more. Here. Where's my phone? I will make some more of these, and yeah, shoot me an email, and I will mail you a Klawndyke.com decal. That's kind of cool, and I make these. Or if you place an order and you want one, just in the notes, say, hey, send me a sticker, and I'd be more than happy to. Okay, must be talking to. Oh, the one engine. Yeah. I can always send that to you. Oh, that's a good idea, and put it in 4-inch drawers. All right, Trains and Tech, 6 p.m. Central, right here on Klawndyke's TV. Yeah, all you have to do is ask, and I'll definitely include one. I think they're cool. I've got smaller ones. This is the 3-inch. So if you want a 3-inch, or you don't have room for a 3 and you want the 2, just let me know. If you don't say anything, I'll just send you a big one. But those turned out really, really fun. Really fun. All right. Looks like I'm at the last of my coffee. I hope everyone has a good day today. A wonderful weekend coming up. This Friday, Trains and Tech, if everything works right, hopefully we'll be out in the shop. I have a feeling that's going to be the prime thing. It's something big. Something cool going on. Some of you guys already know some of it. There's a little more to it. Some new changes. I'm looking around here. I believe I got everything. Everything's good. Oh, I've got another build. It's not train related in one aspect, but check this guy out. I can't wait to do this. This will be my next downstairs computer. If you guys know about computers, this is an AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D. I want to thank a good friend of mine for dropping this off. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to build my next computer. This is a really nice chip. Thank you so much, Mike. I will say that. Oh, it's a beautiful processor. I can't wait. The killer is going to be the GPU to go with this processor. The decent ones are not cheap, so it might take me a little bit to build it, but we'll build that one. And this will be the last time you see the circus train up here. I have an idea of what's going to go up there next. I wanted to put Peanuts up there, but Peanuts is not happening. But we got something just as cool. Let's see, anything else? I miss everything. I got everyone over here. Yeah, big. It's big, but it's little. But it's little and big, which is very true. Thank you so much, Al. Thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. If you see any videos out there you think I should share, or you have any ideas, let me know. Hook up with me on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook. Look up Klawndyke, space between Klawn and Dyke. I am on Discord, but I don't use Discord. And I do apologize to my friends that are on there. There's too many things going on with, the YouTube, the Facebook, the shop, and then also having Discord on the side. I do have time every now and then, and I will check it out, but I'm not on there very much. But you can find me on Facebook and YouTube. Have a wonderful lunch. Hey, good seeing you, Dennis. I know how that is. Check your startup. Sometimes you just have a bunch of stuff that's firing up. Go and just go to your Windows, type in startup, go through and just uncheck everything, except for your virus detection and stuff of that nature. Oh, a reminder. My eyes are bad. If once again remind you to check out the link. On that note, guys, have a wonderful weekend. Go play some Ozzy. He's got something that's up your alley. Be kind. Stay on track. Have a wonderful weekend. See you Friday. Saturday night, R Ballard Designs. Come hang out with us. We talk about other videos, CNC, lasers, 3D printing, and all the good stuff. But on that note, peace and take care.